For this lesson, we're going to look at transmitters and receivers. And in order to do this, we're going to duplicate some functionality. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this over, which is going to bring over to here. And then we're going to duplicate a spline over because it's going to be kind of the same idea. Moving, and then we're going to add the spline component to here. And that will create that moving back and forth. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this platform and add a coin. So let's see if we can grab a coin over here, bring that over. And now what we want to do is we basically want to have this move in conjunction when we go onto a trigger. So I'm going to go inside of the platform and I'm going to add an activator receiver, which is at the bottom. And it by default does physics, but we want to actually do simulation. And then I'm going to go and we need to create some sort of button. So I'm going to go inside of here and in the library assets, I'm going to actually search for something called enemy. I know it sounds kind of weird, but you'll see in a moment that it's kind of the space ship and it looks a little bit like a button. So what we want to do is convey the sense to the user that when they walk on this, that this is a button that they've touched. So I'm going to go into the add components on the left again, and I'm going to type in transmit. And now we have a transmit sensor inside of the level. So to make this work, we actually need to just go inside of it and trigger or target that platform. So I'm going to scroll down. You'll see that the receiver is here. And if I come in here and we scroll to the very bottom, we can see all the things that we've basically added. And the thing right above the spline that we want to add is the ground 10 by 5. And once I add the ground, I can go inside of the map and you'll see this platform is not moving. But when I walk onto the button, we now have a platform that moves back and forth, which gives us access to going over to the coin. Thus, creating, if I could actually get to it, I'm not exactly the best at this, but if I were to collect it, then I can go back into the level and we have this transmission and reception that triggers a platform that moves back and forth. So you can imagine what crazy things you can do inside of your level, and we look forward to seeing what kind of creations that come up inside of our community.